Over the last several weeks, I have gone to my banks and asked for any customer wrapped penny rolls they have and slowly filled up 2 full boxes worth of pennies. For today's Penny Hunt and Fill episode number 180, boxes 345 and 346 are going to be customer wrapped rolls. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to the channel. Like I said in the intro, we've got a couple of customer wrapped rolls penny boxes that I've amassed over the last 2 weeks to 4 weeks roughly, and I've tried to put them in similar wrapper order. There are some different wrappers throughout these boxes, but I pulled them all out, dumped them out, and then put them in a way that I thought would be more fun to hunt, so I'm using the same type of wrappers over and over again. Now that being said, my custom wrap rolls in my area are really hit and miss. I'm sure it's like that for everywhere, but it seems like I have a ton of coin roll hunters in my area. So we could have 100 rolls here from just customer returns, or we could have people cleaning out their jugs and jars, rolling them up at the bank, getting wrappers from the bank, and I could get someone's hoard. You just never know. But either way, it's going to be fun to go through these. Obviously, we're looking for varieties that I have listed on my Lincoln Penny Coin Hunts mat. We'll be checking for any of the better dates. And you guys know what we're looking for. We're looking for pennies for the album. Now, I don't have the album up here right now. It's sitting to the side. Rest assured, once we finish the hunt, we'll compare all of today's finds to the album, and we'll slot in any that we need. As a reminder, though, out of the 344 boxes of pennies we've already hunted, we have found 210 of the 234 cents for that Dansko Lincoln Penny album right there, and we'll keep our eyes peeled for any Canadian cents. We've slotted 84 of the 115 that those books hold through 158 boxes worth of finds, and being customer wrapped, I'm sure we'll see our fair share of some Canadian pennies as well. All right, we're not gonna lollygag. We're gonna get right to the hunt. Wish me luck. I'll bring you guys in when and if I have my first find, and fingers crossed, these aren't someone's returns. Well, we're on roll number 6 of the box. No finds yet until now, and somehow they squeezed it in. The very end of the coin roll was a 1 penny. I think it's United Kingdom or British 1 penny. Pretty crazy, a lot bigger than most of them, and it definitely was causing the roll to have a lopsided edge. Either way, I'll take it. I'm sure it's worth more than 1 penny here. And yeah, our only find so far, but hopefully the first of many to come. Same roll, and we have our first wheat penny find. Reverse facing. It's going to be a 1945 Philadelphia. Roll number 9, and I occasionally find these in my customer wrap penny rolls. And I'll take them because they're worth a lot more than a penny. We've got a dime. 1971 Denver dime. And yeah, just made 9 cents. Roll number 11 is going to give us a few finds. We just got a 1978 Canadian penny. We're going to get another dime, 2018 Denver, which I'll take. And I saw it when I flattened out the roll, our second wheat cent of the hunt. Reverse facing on this one as well. 1957 Denver with a splash of red on it. We're on roll number 16, and whoever is rolling these pennies that we picked up from the bank is helping me out. We got a couple of more dimes in this roll. One right here, 1990 Denver, and one in the back that I already pulled out, 1987 Denver. That's now 4 dimes in these rolls, and I'll take it, don't get me wrong, but we're looking for Wheaties. Roll number 18, wheat cent number 3. That's another 1957 Denver for the board. Roll number 21 is going to have more dimes, and at this point, I think I'll just stop filming the dimes and show you guys periodically, either when I have wheat cent finds or at the wrap-up, how many dimes we're getting. Holy cow, there's another one hiding back there. All kinds of dimes. You know, don't get me wrong, I'll take these all day. I mean, every time I get one of these, I'm making 9 cents, so we're definitely going to be making a buck at this pace in this box. Let me get back to the hunt. Hopefully I bring you back in with a wheat penny find. We're on roll number 26 and box number 1 of this 2-box customer wrap rolls hunt. And about halfway through this roll, plugging along, we're going to find our first DDO, 2015 Philadelphia DDO to boot. And I don't see a lot of Philadelphia minted coins, but I got it under the scope for you guys. You can clearly see the doubling on this coin. And for those that aren't familiar with it, I went ahead and brought up the Variety Vista site, and that's what we're looking for right there. This is the DDO001. It doesn't have an FS number yet that I'm aware of, and it's not recognized by PCGS, but ANAX recognizes it, and people understand that it's a DDO. They sell for about 10 bucks, I guess, ungraded on eBay, and this one's a really nice example, to tell you the truth. I found about half a dozen of these. This one might be one of my better ones, and might be one I might consider getting slabbed down the road. All right, let's get back to the hunt. See if we can find some more goodies. Roll number 27 is going to give us our third wheat cent. We had a damaged coin that I pulled out by the edge because it was warped. And then I saw it was a 44 Denver wheat cent. So you know we got to check it for that D over S over mint mark. And it's going to be hard to see with the warping here, but I don't see the markers. And man, I feel like whenever I find coins like this, I really just want to set a block of wood on them and hit it with a mallet and flatten them back out. You guys ever have that kind of urge as well? Either way, it's our fourth wheat cent of the hunt, 1944 Denver. Roll number 30. We've got our third foreign find, and this time it's going to be a 2-cent euro. And that one's from Portugal. We'll definitely take that. 3 different countries represented in our 3 different foreign finds. Let's get back to the hunt. Roll number 37, wheat cent number 5, is pretty damaged. And it's going to be a 1953 Philadelphia. Well, that's going to do for the first box of this 2-box Customer Rolls penny hunt. Kind of tough with only 5 wheat cents, oldest being a 1944 Denver that's warped. We did find that 2015 Philadelphia DDO penny, which is always a nice find. We got 3 foreigns, a couple of 1959s, no 69S's, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dimes. So instead of 8 cents, we got 80 cents. So I made 72 cents, if that makes sense. Finally, copper was pretty good as expected. 2 pounds, 8 ounces, which is exactly 2.5 pounds, exactly halfway to 5 pounds, which is what I like in a 2-box hunt. And speaking of a 2-box hunt, we have a second box to hunt right now. So the second box of the hunt, we'll keep it at that. And man, I need a lot of finds in this one. Hopefully we get that. You guys know the drill. As soon as I have a find, if I have a find in the second box, I'll bring it back in. Roll number 8 of box number 2, and we're almost done with these bank wrapped rolls like this, heading on to the Cointainer ones. Hopefully those aren't customer returns, but the 8th roll is going to give us our 6th wheat cent and 58 rolls technically. And this one's going to be a 1942, and believe it or not, that's our oldest wheat cent found so far, although there's only 6 on the board. Hopefully, we get into a hot streak. Roll number 64, got our 7th wheat cent. It was actually an ender that I noticed when I dumped the roll into my hand. Pretty beat up. And that's going to be a 1958 Philly, last year wheat cent. Roll number 65, wheat cent number 8 is another darkened one. And that's a 1942 Denver. Definitely made out of copper, even though it has kind of a steel cent look to it. Roll number 66, wheat cent number 9 is a 1956 Denver. We're on roll number 68 of the hunt, and I have another variety here. It's a 2009 Philadelphia Formative Years Lincoln cent under the scope. You always want to take a look in this hand area here as well as down here. But you can see some doubling. It's like an extra finger, they call these. And I took a look at the Variety Vista website, and it's either number 29 or number 54. This is variety number 54. Like I said, there's a lot of them, but I'm pretty positive it's this one right here because of this little hook right here. See how that has a little hook right there? If I bring up my picture, you can see it has the hook here as well. So I'm pretty positive it's die variety number 54, not a very valuable one at all. There's some very valuable ones, I think 801 through 809 maybe, but then when it gets down to the ones that don't have an FS number, less valuable. But either way I collect them. I actually have a video, if I can hold on to it, I actually have a video on these that you guys can check out. And I'll put that video up here if you want to check it out on what to look for. Either way, it's a second variety found, a lesser variety, but I'll take it nonetheless. And yeah, we still have 32 rolls to go. Well, it took us 77 rolls to get there, but we finally have 10 wheat cents for this customer wrapped rolls hunt. Wheat cent 10 is going to be, I believe, just the 1946 Philadelphia. And it is. Man, it's a shame it's got damage. That's a pretty good strike for a 46. Usually that last digit is a greaser or poorly struck. Either way, we'll take it. Hopefully we can find a lot more in the last 23 rolls. Roll number 82. Wheat cent number 11. Pretty beat up. 1956 Denver. I'll point out, I recently got another dime. Roll number 85, and we have made it to a dozen wheat cents. Wheat cent number 12 is the last year, 1958, in nice enough shape that, of course, I'll take a peek for that very rare DDO, which it is not. All right, a dozen wheat cents on the board, 15 rolls left. Roll number 86, we've got a baker's dozen. 13th wheat cent is another 1958, but this time struck in Denver. Same roll, we're going to have a second wheat cent. First time that's happened during this hunt, 1953 Denver. We already had a 53, but now we got 14 wheat cents on the board, and I'm feeling a little more optimistic. Roll number 88, and we have another foreign find from another country. This one is from Panama. Un centésimo, 1980. Got the Yaraka warrior, I guess, on the front. All right, 6 foreigns. We have found 3 Canadians now as well. Let's get back to the hunt. Roll number 91. Wheat cent number 15. Looks like it could be our new oldest one. We got to beat 1942. And we don't. 1951, I'll still take it. 15th wheat cent. And more importantly, at least a different date. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the second box of this 2-box penny hunt. But at least the second box was a much better box. 15 wheat cents on the board. Sounds a little bit light. That's because box 1 only had 5. We had 10 in box 2. Unfortunately, nothing prior to 1942. We ended up with 10 dimes as well. We got 3 foreign coins from different countries other than Canada, and you've already seen those. 4 Canadian small cents. We got a total of 6 1959s, 1 69S, not the DDO, and 3 beauties here, 2 72Ps. I wish they had the DDOs. They don't. And a nice 1980. I only kept it because it's so nice. I didn't want to send it back, and unfortunately, doesn't have the 1980 DDO either. The good news is we did manage to find a couple of double dies. We have the DDR 054, that's the extra fingers 2009 formative years Lincoln cent, and the DDO 001, and that's on the 2015 Philadelphia Shield cent. As far as copper's concerned, we didn't do too bad. We did get our 5 pounds. Technically, 4 pounds, 15.9 ounces, but we're going to call it 5 pounds because it's so close. 5 pounds of copper and some goodies, and I added a few more 2024 pennies to my penny roll right there. What's next to do is to compare all of today's finds to the albums. I'll tell you right now, I pretty much know we have no upgrades and no additions, including what's over here. But I still want to give you guys a look at the book. Let me double check that, update the sheet, and I'll give you a look at the book and some final thoughts on this 2-box customer rolls penny hunt in just a moment. All right, we have compared all of today's finds to both albums, and as expected, no upgrades and no additions. 346 penny boxes searched, still at 210 found of the 234. And remember, if we get to a 400th box, that'll be 1,000,000 pennies searched for this series. Canadian small cents, 84 out of 115, 160 boxes worth of finds kept track of. And figure since we had no upgrades and additions, I would just take a second and maybe just show you the coins. Kind of a quick close-up. We got a lot of pages to go through, but obviously all the modern ones are really nice and red. A couple of these are starting to brown after being in the book for a while. I mean, this series has been ongoing for quite a bit, but we've got 3 blank planchets found during this time period. We've got a lot of nice red cents put in here. And of course, it's always going to be tough to find steel cents during your box hunts because they usually pull out the magnetic coins, but we have found some in my time, and we've got 1 found during the series. A lot of the dates back here are really tough to find, and some should have been found by now, but you just never know. You never know. I mean, I would have thought we would have found some of these Denver minted teens wheat cents over the last year and a half of this series, maybe this 1915, but that's coin roll hunting. We have found those coins in the past, but not during the time period of this series. Either way, 346 boxes down. Man, Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 2-box customer wrap rolls penny hunt today. Kind of different than we've been doing. Didn't really add anything, but I know you've been asking for customer wrap rolls. Figured we'd give it a shot, and at least we didn't get a bunch of returns. If you did enjoy it, I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.